Morning toy fans, I'm down in Perth for a few days, which I don't get to visit very often. So I'm spending the morning going on a bit of a toy hunt. There's a few different shops I'm going to visit. I thought I'd just sort of turn the camera on and show you the kind of selection that they have down here. First place I'm visiting is a shop right behind me. It's called Toymate. Now this used to be a big Toys R Us. It was the big Toys R Us near me when I was growing up. And then obviously when Toys R Us kind of went bust, I thought the place was going to shut down, but it just got taken over by some sort of new ownership, and it's now called Toymate. So I'm not going to show you around the whole shop, but let's just go in and check out the action figures, eh?
Come with me, toy fans.
Now I was specifically looking for some Star Wars Black Series figures, but unfortunately all of the Empire Strikes Back figures that they had available were ones that I already own. I was tempted to pick up this Kit Fisto figure. It's a very nice figure. I've seen an excellent review on the 2 Cents Toys YouTube channel. There'll be a link in the description below, but because it's not Empire Strikes Back, it's going to have to be a pass for me on this one. Got a few nice 3 3/4 inch scaled figures, but I'm not collecting any of the modern ones in that scale, only a few Black Series items. Now this really shocked me. Here we've got stacks and stacks of Prophet Director Destro figures from the G.I. Joe Classifieds line. A figure that I've heard is quite difficult to acquire in the States. I don't know why it's difficult to acquire there, and this particular store had about 10 of them. I also saw this figure pop up in a couple of other stores during the day, and this is what really frustrates me about Hasbro's distribution, because my friends in America are struggling to find this figure. Here in Australia there is an absolute abundance of these, but this is the only figure I could find. Now I'm not collecting these, but for anyone who is, you know, to go into a toy store and see 10 Prophet Director Destro figures from the G.I. Joe Classifieds line and not see any other G.I. Joe figures, it is very, very frustrating. Got some nice Marvel Legends figures available here. Again, this isn't a modern line that I particularly collect, but I did find this Stan Lee figure quite interesting. Not something I'm going to pick up, but I hadn't seen it before and it was worth noting. Also worth noting is the prices here. These are all in Australian dollars, not American dollars, so don't think that this toy store is ridiculously expensive. I also stumbled across this line of Scooby-Doo toys, something I never expected to see, didn't know was in toy shops at the moment. Quite a surprise. There was a number of Last Jedi Star Wars vehicles on clearance. Just goes to show you how good that movie was. You can't sell the toys. And I was also surprised to see some of the modern Mego figures, but nothing particularly there that I wanted to pick up. Now Zing is a chain of pop culture stores scattered all across Australia, and I was really excited to go here because they often have a lot of nice Black Series stuff, but when I went in I was a little bit disappointed. We got the 2 board games from the Retro line, not particularly interested in those. A couple of Black Series figures there. Again, Empire Strikes Back figures that I already own. For no particular reason, the Mandalorian figure's quite expensive, and then we've got a couple of the vintage collection vehicles up the top. I do like this set of Avengers Endgame figures. I would be tempted to pick them up, but there is a builder figure across the whole set for Thanos, which you can only complete by getting a Pepper Potts action figure, which is not something I really want to pick up. I also found Janet and Ray in several stores on clearance. Once again, it goes to show the lackluster fan support for these later trilogy movies. Now this Lego Batmobile was stunning. It's based on the 1989 Batman. I'm not into Lego, but man, what an awesome Lego set that is. And here I am in another toy store, and once again, poor old Jana seems to be destined to be the greatest Black Series peg warmer I've ever come across. Here we've got a number of Black Series figures I've never even heard of before. Don't even know who this guy is or where he comes from. And here is the new G.I. Joe Classifieds range of role-play toys.
Nerf Elite.
Now this trip wasn't all about modern toys, and I did pick something up modern, and I also picked up some vintage, so stay tuned till the end of the video to see what it was I collected. The following day I went out to a collectible sort of pickers type store called Dr. Russell's Imaginarium, which is in Guildford, which is an old part of Perth. And I highly recommend, if any of you ever travel to Perth in Western Australia, take a trip out to Guildford and visit this shop. It is absolutely amazing. It's the kind of place that, you know, the American pickers would go absolutely nuts in a shop like this. All kinds of old vintage advertising, lots of tin toys, and some Star Wars figures and a few other items. A fascinating place and an excellent way to spend an afternoon looking around. There's just so much to see in this shop. It's just incredible. So after 2 days of toy hunting, this is what I came back with. The Black Series Bosk figure here, I was very, very excited to find him because I found him in a Myer department store. It was actually the only Black Series figure available, and I don't know how long ago this was released, but it was on clearance. It was $25 Australian, which is about 15 bucks US, and who can say no to $15 for a Black Series Bosk figure? I was very happy with that pickup. And then from Dr. Russell's Imaginarium, I picked up 3 Star Wars figures. I've got a Bespin Guard here. I've got the other Bespin Guard. I don't have this one. And he was complete with his weapon for 20 bucks. Again, I couldn't say no. And then I also got the first version R2-D2 and the second version, Empire Strikes Back version of C-3PO, which really completes my collection of these because currently I've only got the Sensor Scope R2-D2 and I've got a few versions of the first release C-3PO. And this C-3PO figure is actually in really, really nice condition. I was very, very pleased to pick this one up. But the toy I was most excited to acquire was the Cobra Bunker. Not only is it a Cobra Bunker, but it came in an Action Force box. And I remember getting this toy and Checkpoint Alpha when I was a child. I think I got it for my birthday in 1987 in the UK. I got the Action Force version, and here I was able to reacquire that particular toy.
Action Force is a highly trained rapid deployment force fighting Cobra, a ruthless terrorist organization.
Action Force!
Cobra Bang!
But they've been spotted by Flint, Dusty, and Barbecue.
Man the defense system!
Fighting for
Fire!
freedom over land and air.
That'll teach Cobra some manners. Boom, boom!
Cobra Pang, Action Force Checkpoint and Air Defense System, figures sold separately.
The Cobra Bunker is a very simple playset, but I love the fact that it comes in that traditional sort of dark royal blue Cobra colours. It looks excellent with Cobra Commander and a Cobra Soldier. A really, really cool set, and I think now I have to go out and reacquire Checkpoint Alpha to complete the set of those birthday toys that I got from, I think, my 10th birthday in 1987. So overall, a very successful 2-day toy hunting trip in Perth, Western Australia. Something that I don't get to do very often. I don't get to go to the Big Smoke very often and hunt for toys. So I'm very, very pleased that I was able to come back with a modern item that I really like and a few vintage items as well. So thank you all for watching. And if you like this video and you'd like to check out our recent top 10 action figure lines of the 80s video, you can click right here. Or to check out our recent Action Force Z-Force video, you can click right here. I'm Tony from Analog Toys. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.